breaking news.
All right, I told you at the top of the show that the Ferguson police were thinking about filing incitement to riot charges against Michael Brown's stepfather, Lewis Head. Lewis Head gave a statement to our Don Lemon saying, "The last thing I truly wanted was to see Ferguson go up in flames." But still, the police are investigating. You see the pictures of the night when that grand jury decision was announced not to indict Officer Darren Wilson. Well, our justice correspondent Evan Perez has been talking with police authorities. He has some new information about these possible charges. What can you tell us, Evan?
Well, Carol, we don't really expect, these officials do not expect any charges to come from this investigation. Look, locally, people look at this as something of a stunt by the Ferguson Police Chief, Tom Jackson, who has said a few inflammatory things in the last few weeks. If you remember, he also said that Officer Darren Wilson would be welcomed back to the force if he wasn't indicted. And obviously, a lot of people took that as something very inflammatory, given the tensions down there. And this one is sort of seen in the same way. The reason for the fact that for the view that this likely won't get to any charges is the fact that, you know, this incitement to riot charge would face a very high bar, simply because you have to prove that anyone out there went and rioted and burned things down based on what this one individual said, the stepfather, Lewis Head. And so that's just a very difficult thing to prove. And frankly, law enforcement down there wants to try to cool things down. They don't have any appetite for bringing charges in something like this, especially in light of all the reaction to the grand jury decision.
So one of your sources, Evan, said he wished the Ferguson police chief would just shut up. Why doesn't he?
Well, you know, this is partly the reason why there's been an effort down there to try to have him just step aside. I mean, this police department and this community is trying to heal, and all he keeps doing is stepping in it to frankly, just to cause problems. And that's the view of a lot of people down there, and they'd like him to move aside so that the department can move ahead with some of the reforms. And I think that's the issue coming forward, is that the Justice Department is still doing an investigation of the Ferguson Police Department, and I think you'll see some pressure on Jackson as time goes on.
All right, Evan Perez reporting live for us this morning. Thanks so much.